Welcome to my channel, the underrated darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business, one of the best kept secrets on the best kept secret on social media. We are the good one. Let God move your mind and well-being. Let God move your mind and well-being. You know, throughout. I was thinking today. No, I hear quite a few things. No, that's inappropriate. And see things that's inappropriate. And we have to pray. Let God move your mind and well-being. You see, people want to shout out to brother King Dolphin. I ain't forget about you. I'm sorry, brother. People say they believe in God and they say they want to move with you. Then sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes not like that. And sometimes that our well-being could be troubled. No, our well-being could be troubled. I'm not talking about people come after you. I'm talking about your well-being. I'm talking about people, that question your well-being, and the ones that's supposed to care about your well-being, they don't. You know. No, I'm not dropping no link tonight, brother. This is gonna be talking. This is gonna be strictly solo. Next time, most likely I will do, but not tonight. You got to get this out. But thanks for coming. Stay here. We all need it. And in the past, I had people say, "Yeah, I care for you, and I love you," and you talk to them, and you need them, and you need them at that time, and they're not there. They end up worrying about somebody else's well-being, and it hurts. And it goes from man on woman, you know. And when you talk about it, people get triggered. And what I'm saying is this: that if it happens to you, don't think that you the only one go through it. That's why you got to pray God to let it move your mind, because sometimes the devil could send somebody could really trying to crumble you, and sometimes the devil, sometimes he's temporarily win, but make sure we stay on the course. I always say stay on the course, and it's hard when you want to do what's right. It's hard that at times you want to love people, but you don't get it back that you're supposed to. You don't get the respect that you're supposed to. Even you put yourself out there because they think it's all what about me, me, me. No, no. Stop saying all about you, you. Listen to that person. Listen to the message. And that's why it's so important that you let God move your mind and your well being. Because God only one, you know. Yeah, they not. Yeah, they not. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. They not. And also they they fail to understand that there's someone that loves you. Yeah, I care for them too. I guess some people in this world just love the wrong ones. Mm, no, I don't know. A lot of people in the job, associates, some toxic family members, some toxic, name it. But I'm just letting you know that pray to God about it. You know, that's what I always tell people throughout the years. I pray for you and the family. And throughout the year, there are people say, "Why are you praying for me and my family?" Sure, everybody needs it. And sometimes when people say that, you got to question their motive. If they do believe in God, do they understand that at that place that God had delivered, had me move to tell you that? Like God move your mind, you know, and there are very different ways, but it's the way pray for the things that you really needed, and I think that's very important too. It does, yeah, you're right. Prayer works different ways. Yes, I agree. Was the way how you pray too, and be genuine with it, and whatever it is, manifest in your mind, your heart. If sometimes that you go somewhere and pray and cry. Sometimes silent. It depends what works for you at that moment. Just pray, but let God work through your mind. Make sure the spiritual impact is there. Even like if you still getting it, it's all right. It's okay. If we ain't perfect, we gonna be trouble with certain things. And that's why it's very, very important that, people said communication is important. No, doesn't well, that's the thing. Prayer doesn't that ain't gonna come right away, but you gotta know it. You gotta wait. But sometimes it ain't gonna take the problem all the way, but it helps you cope with it. Or there are some things that do go the way. It depends. But good point. But what I'm saying is this that then you got some people saying, well, you dealing with imperfect people. That is true. So sometimes you gotta have a little patience. But depends which ones you want to have patience with. Because not everybody can give them patience. You can't give them patience. Especially you've been through certain things before. Sometimes you see certain things in the light of a true light that troubles you. It doesn't mean that, oh, I'm gonna turn my head from, no, you gotta pay attention to it because you don't want to repeat. Right? So that means constant prayer. And then I know that people there's I remember Sister Shada Kim. Shout out to Sister Shada Kim. She said, you don't want to go in a relationship or go wherever, have baggage. You gotta make sure that you cure. You gotta make sure you the past. That is true, and she's absolutely right. But also, I would say this though too: despite you cured and you come into it, you don't want nothing that triggers you from the past either. You know what I mean? And you gotta address that. Despite you might get, you gotta address that. No, that's what I'm saying. Let God move your mind and well-being. That's why sometimes You know that they believe your well-being, that they well-being better than yours. Nah, shouldn't be that way. This is see this is where I'm at. Why I'm going to care? Just to see this makes me different than anybody else. Okay, I'm talking about my loved one. Why I'm going to care? Yeah, I'm supposed to care for humanity. That is true. But why I'm gonna care for somebody on the job? Why I'm gonna care for somebody even on social? Because I am close to some people on social media too. We do talk outside social media. So I'm not talking about them. There are some feel good people on social media. So let me say that. Okay. There are some good people on social media, so you just gotta search it. But I'm talking about majority. Why I'm gonna be friends with them that I know they not exerting the God's mindset and well-being. Why I should care for their well-being, they don't care for mine. And even outside social media. Why I should put myself out there to care for your well-being, but you don't care for mine, but you want to care for somebody else that you don't hardly know. You care for somebody who you work with, but you're the significant one or your loved one. You something wrong with the picture. So we have to understand. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. So we have to understand that because I'm not gonna be here that long. I'm not gonna be here that long. So we have to understand that mm, they're not gonna be there if they should. But just to understand, God still love you. God knows that you special, even sometimes the closest. Don't think that at that moment. No, let God move your mind and well-being. Lately I know I've been saying, thinking about my late mother's jewels and my late father jewels and stuff. And I remember my father used to say, had a saying, you know, if that person is not willing to go through trial tribulations with you, they don't care for your well-being. Especially, we know about family, that's true. Especially that significant one, son. You would know. That's dad. How I would know. You would know because that person really loves you. They would go through thick and thin for you because you do it back. It's repetition. You know what I'm saying? They will give you reassurance that they there. But as we see, sometimes it's not. And that's the most hurtful thing that throughout the years. I'm not the only one go through it because I know y'all go through it too. That you try, that you want to do the right thing, and you learn from your mistakes, and you pray to God, and you want to protect your well. You see, this is the thing about you. Also, you got to protect your own well-being too. Y'all, it's very important. Protect your well-being at all costs. That's what I keep on. I'm bringing up well-rounded warrior. Yeah? Got to put on that well-rounded warrior out. You know, suit on. You got to put that armor on. Gotta let God move. You gotta let God move you, even though it feels uncomfortable. Gotta let God do that, because he gonna protect your well-being, and he gonna draw people around that respect your well-being, and also you respect theirs. and only just gonna be a few. I remember when my second oldest brother was living, and my late father was living, and that was during the time we just lost our great grandmother, mama. So my brother took on her apartment, and at the time I was going through hard times. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me personally, it wasn't. So my brother said, I was living born and raised Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to BK. And he said, "Yo, man, let's go to this party in the Bronx." Peace, brother Mark Nash, brother Mark Nash. Thank you, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Let's see, appreciate you. Yeah, and we went to this party. My late father, he knows everybody. My late father knows everybody. And drop your link drop your link, brother Mark Dash. You drop your link. I gotta make you as a mod too. Um, Coke, um, Kane Dolphin, you could drop yours too. Matter of fact, put something in the chat right now, Kane Dolphins. Let me see that came up blue. But Mark Nash, you could drop yours in there, ain't no problem. Salute to brother Mark Nash. I gotta do a chopper with you too. That's a deep brother right there. He at there boxing and everything. Always help our people out. So you know, gotta have an open mind. Deal with Mark Nash. So shout out to brother Mark Nash. And we went to this get together in the Bronx. And it was people who was totally disrespectful of me. And yeah, put your links in the chat. Put your links in the chat. Put your channel in the chat. And make a long story short, like my brother had to get in some fight. I had to get in some fights. Me and him had to get in some fight. You disrespect me. You ain't gonna disrespect my younger brother like that. Is you crazy? And I'm gonna leave and stuff like that. So where the get together was that my father, like my late father, had always had friends. From the south and everything. So it was like practically like 2 blocks. Like my father, if you leave early, you just come to the house and I take you home. At the time, like I said, I was spending like my brother, um, my late grandmother's apartment. So I came back with him. But now never forget that when he told my late father about, my father was very, very upset because he know what I've been through in the past. I'm not gonna get into it because I already explained that on this channel years ago. And there you go, there you go, there you go. Yeah, check out my brother. You know what I mean? I ain't no hater. You know what I mean? I ain't a hater. You know. But to get back what I'm saying, they disrespect my well-being. Okay, no problem. You good. You good. And they had to handle that. I had to handle it myself too. And that's what I'm saying. That let God move your mind and your well-being. Yeah? It's very important. Because when you do that, there's possible God could take people that could be so-called loving you or so-called, respect your existence or well-being, whatever you call it. He could move them out the way and bring you some great people. And we have to understand that. Hey, Tina, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome back. And that's what we fail to understand that. God would take people out your life If you want to work in accordance, to have God move your mind, work with your mind and your well-being. He would take people out there and put people in your life that's going to support you. Just a few. It don't have to be a lot. Along the years, I had seen it myself. But I know sometimes there's people that we attach to. Some family members or some people you socialize with, and also some people you work on the job. And sometimes I know it get dicey and it gets personal. Sometimes people don't like to hear what I'm saying, but I'm telling you from personal experience. Like you gotta pray to God and leave it to God's hands. And I'm glad I did because look where I am right now. And that's why sometimes that when you in marriage, you know, brother Mark Nash, what I'm talking about, or even you in a relationship, you got to keep that tight. Your family got to understand you cannot get into what God put together, and even relationships. Because I always talk about sabotage and stuff like that. And I'm going to bring it up at times too, you know? So that's why I always say, too, Brother Martin Nash, to always have perspective. Make sure your possibility is in order. Because if it's not in order, the serpent could, and it's going to bring question of your mindset with God and your well-being. I had to learn that. I had to have a reminder throughout the years on this earth that God's willing, I lived to on June 4th, be 57. So I know, so the number one grinder knows what I'm talking. I knows what I'm talking about. Did the number one grinder makes mistake? Hell yeah, I did. Thank you, appreciate that. I yeah, but at the same time, I come from a family that wanted to put God first, and also I come, my political beliefs, all by our people and stuff. That's in me. I had to get for myself and everything. But you got to keep the marriage and relationship tight. That's the problem. That's the problem. So I'm talking about throughout humanity, but I'm talking about us as a people. We are putting certain perspectives in the wrong order. I remember that I was listening to brother Mark Nash, and 2 years ago, and he was like talking about his family. I mean, 3 years. I mean, that's when he first found out. Oh, and I lost my mother and my brother. He didn't know because I remember I was in this chat, and he talking about his family. He said, man, I love my wife, kids, and everything, me and everything. And you probably don't remember Mark that, but I remember he said, underrated, man. I heard, man, come on up. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it because I was hurting. You know what I mean? But what what happened? God had said Mark Nash to announce my well-being, that I'm still going that I still got to be on the same track. Had God moved me, and by hearing His story, His testimony, it gave me that reinsurance. Then along the way, God had that to get people out of there too. I'm not talking about the ones in the chat, but the people in the closet. I ain't trying to hear what the number one grinder says. Y'all don't have to. Y'all don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me. You're gonna respect me on this earth. because I earned that right from God through my late parents. They are people along the way has helped me. There's people along the way that I'm helping. And that's all I want. Just be respected. If you cannot respect how God moved me, how my mom moved me, and my well-being, stay away from me. No matter you're a man or woman, stay the hell away from me. I don't need you. The money don't mean nothing to me. Prestige don't mean nothing to me. You have a good job don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing to me if you don't put God first and let God preserve you. I know people don't even have nothing, but they serve God, they put God in their life, and they have greater abundance, and they have great appreciation and help people. Mark Nath, going back. I ain't mean keep on jump on you, brother. But don't worry, it's all good. He always talk about his family all the time. What about help the community? Oh, I don't like it. Us man, we always going us black, us man, we gonna disagree anyway. That's how we are. That's how we built. But the one thing I respect from him is family. No matter if you have kids or you don't have kids, family is very important. That's why the black man and the black woman, we have to understand we got to put family back together. Good evening, Sister Cocotina. Glad you're here. And that's the very important part. I'm not going to be here that long. I'll be about maybe 5, 6 minutes and I'm out. But I got to get this out because that is very, very important. Because we tend to feel that we got things in order, man or woman, and we don't. We don't. I'm telling you. I had to have a hard reminder of it years ago. And we have to understand though too. Gotta keep on working. In my lifetime, I see a lot of people, good people get broken up. Good people. Some of them have made it through, got back together. Some of them didn't. And come to find out, I should have worked it out with him or her. While other people in the background, they don't care about the well-being. I have a, I remember it was one of my peoples I grew up with, right? Married, at the time they were dating. They happily married almost like 35, 40 years, something like that. They got married very young, but anyway, his first job, we was working a temp agency, right? And it was so funny. We was working together and everything. And that's the one is his wife now. She came in and it was like they friends like chilling and stuff and so we was our friend too. And then matter of fact, also her name is also Tina. Come to find out, I got a niece named Tina. Also, her name is Tina too. And she witnessed how her man, how he was engaging with other people at the job, care for their well-being, but not hers. And I'm saying it's nothing wrong, but and it hurt her real bad because she was in love with him, and I believe he was in love with her too. But it got sidetracked, and come to find out, didn't work out. Then years later, you know, she cried. I was having her back, you know. Hold off one second, y'all. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I'm so the way I look at it right now that it was sad. I don't know. They was talking. Now we talking about like 80s. So we talking about like mid 2000s. At the time, I was married, and he was trying to talk to her, but I don't know that worked out. But or I just know that. Also, I had my thing too, and I just want to say this that if you got somebody that you love, you do like hell to keep that. You fight like hell to have that. Don't abandon it for anybody because when he fell in the stand, he didn't put God. He ain't had God move his mind and his well-being. We gotta start caring for people well-beings, and they don't have no interest in us. Gotta start doing that. I try to do my best. Thank you, Tina. I try to do my best. I'm not. Yeah, like I said, hey, I, thank you, Unito. For me, I come, I put myself out there, and I know sometimes us as men, we don't express it the way we should. We try to, but we, because us men sometimes that we start doing too. We get left out too. You know, and I'm just telling the brothers that is trying, don't give up, cause God loves you too. Ladies too, don't give up. Don't give up either. But black man, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Cause I'm not giving up. Even like they don't care about me. It's cool. You know what? They don't want to be bothered me. It's good. No, I learned that from my parents. Parents in their own way. They said God going to put people in your life for your purpose. They're gonna put. There's gonna be some people that they gonna move, but it's okay. No, so you're not gonna get. Well, you should, but it's cool though. That's the way I look at it. It's cool. It's all good. Just keep on pushing, y'all. Let God move your mind and well being. Start searching out for well being is that They don't mean nothing. While that well-being is right there. Stop doing that because our family is breaking up, y'all. Our family, between the black man and the black woman, is ripping apart. And it be some of these toxic family members, some people on the job, some people associates, etc. I'm telling you for personal experience because I seen it myself. So, on behalf of my channel, the underrated doctors, y'all truly the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. But just remember, you're a winner. Like I said, let God move your mind and your well-being. And when you do that, it's going to be a dark place because the devil going to try and put us in a dark place. And then sometimes your mind and your heart, your spirit be troubled. But don't worry about it. Keep your mind, keep your eye, keep your eyes. Always say this. Make sure you're thick listening. I forgot I said it, but I'm going to say it. Make sure your sight is, make sure you clear right there. Don't be afraid to see for what it is. And it's cool. You know? So, again, on behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, y'all true, the number one grinder. Do it. Y'all deserve your shot. Y'all deserve. Y'all deserve it. Have a great night. Have a great night. I'm sorry. I don't work on my reacts and everything. But y'all deserve a clap, y'all. And y'all deserve a cheers. Thank y'all. Because y'all could be in somewhere else, but you roll with the number one grinder. I really appreciate that. Really take the time. And share it like Unique Dawn. Like and share. Share this out. Because you never know. Some man, some woman right now is being troubled. And probably don't even have the answers. So that's it. Thank y'all. Have a blessed night. This one is Ghost. Be well.